Are they worth it? These fragrances are the highest rated fragrances on Fragrantica, and I will give you my personal opinion about them. I've got 2 designer and 3 niche fragrances for you. And the last one is, I must say, quite a bit challenging. It's not for everyone, but I'll give you my final verdict at the end of the video. So make sure to watch till the end. We start off the list with Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum. This is the latest flanker to the Noir line, Noir Extreme EDP. I have it right here. And this came out in 2022. And this has a pretty high rating, 4.38 out of 5 stars. So you want to know, is it worth a high rating? To be honest, a lot of Tom Ford fragrances are overhyped, overpriced, and don't perform well. A lot of them, their fragrances are a little bit like that. I like the brand in general. They have some really amazing fragrances. Like some of them are literally masterpieces, but I think in general, I must say, I think 90% of Tom Ford is overrated and overpriced. That's just my honest opinion. But this is a masterpiece. This is an amazing fragrance. I already love Noir Extreme EDP, which is phenomenal. I must say, the only downside of that one is the performance, because I get like 4 to 6 hours on my skin and I have to heavily overspray. And I must say, this is already like a stronger version. So they really made that DNA stronger. So I must say the DNA is about 90% similar, but this is a little bit more mature, let's say. It's a little bit more masculine. It has leather and suede combined, so it has that leathery vibes. It's warm, spicy. It still has the same DNA with the coffee note. The coffee is a dessert note. It smells very edible. This is a sweet and warm, spicy gourmand fragrance. It smells edible. I love gourmand fragrances, and this is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece in my opinion. The performance is not bad. I get 8+ hours on my skin, but I like to layer it with something else, or I like to layer it with Ambroxan or Ice Sweet Super or Fragrance du Bar ou Bleu Intense. I think, oh, I have it right here as well. If you combine those, then you have 10 to 12 hours plus and amazing projection. But this on its own, amazing fragrance. So it's sweet and warm, spicy. It has vanilla and tonka bean. It has cardamom. It has ginger. It has some citrusy note, mandarin. It has some floral aspects. So neroli, jasmine, orange blossom. It has a touch of rose, which you actually barely detect. The floral aspects are more to give it a sweet touch, more in the background. The coffee note really shines. That makes it really unique. Like this one and the Noir Extreme are really unique fragrances in my opinion. They smell phenomenal. Masterpiece fragrances. Both of them are must-haves in my opinion. And yeah, performance-wise, this one performs good as well for a Tom Ford fragrance. Yeah, a lot of Tom Ford fragrances last like 4 hours, 5 hours. So this has good performance actually. And when it's macerated, it becomes stronger over time as well. So this is a 10 out of 10. You can wear this in almost any situation, I must say, but like it's more suited for fall and winter and early spring. You can wear this to professional settings. I wouldn't spray too much. Let's say 4 sprays is more than enough. Perfect day-night fragrance, super sexy. Going out clubbing, just overspray. Do like 20+ sprays and everybody will smell you all night. You will smell phenomenal. I wouldn't say this is really safe maybe for going to the gym or whatever, but like, yeah, of course, I'm not telling you what you can and cannot wear. I mean, fragrances, like some people wear fragrances throughout the year. Any type of fragrances. Let's say in the Middle East, a lot of Arabian people, they wear heavy, skanky oud fragrances in the middle of summer and it's like 50+ degrees Celsius there. So it's really hot. So this is an amazing fragrance. I must say, not a safe blind buy though. Go to the store or buy a decant online. Test it out on your own skin. I think this is a must-have fragrance. So check this one out. Next up, we have Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Extreme. And this is my second favorite from the Ideal Extreme line. And it also has a very high rating on Fragrantica. It has a rating of 4.34, of course, while recording the video. Sometimes they go up and down. But this, yeah, okay, I will go straight to the point. This is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. It's a designer fragrance, but I consider Guerlain niche because they are one of the oldest houses. Before, like in the early stages, I think it was like in the 1920s, 30s, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm not. Google it. They started as a fragrance house actually. Later they became a designer brand and expanded. But They have a history. The quality is niche. This is made by Thierry Vasser, master perfumer. And the whole Ideal line is amazing. I almost have the whole Ideal line, not the whole collection, because like 2 or 3, I don't really like them that much. I didn't buy them. But like this is backup bottle worthy, as you see. I already made a huge dent. This is a 2020 batch, if I'm correct. Yeah, I need a backup bottle at some point, but this is a masterpiece. A Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. I already put it in one of these videos. That's the best, still the best in my opinion. That's a masterpiece, but this as well. So this has that almond DNA. The whole Ideal line has the almond DNA, the signature almond DNA. Almond is a little bit nutty, of course, but it also gives off a little bit of sort of cherry vibes. This has plum, so it's sweet, it's fruity. There's a little bit of warm spiciness. There's a little bit of cinnamon as well, pink pepper, that makes it really nice. There's tobacco, there's leather. It's a plum tobacco almond fragrance, let's say. It's sweet and fruity. It has a little bit of warm spiciness. There's a little bit of woodiness, and the whole blend altogether, it smells very edible, by the way. I consider this personally a gourmand fragrance. So it has the gourmand aspects, but it also has that tobacco and leather, which gives it so much depth. It's a very unique fragrance. This is a masterpiece. It's totally different than the other Ideals, I must say. There is the same DNA that runs through the fragrances, but I think this maybe stands out the most, let's say. Yeah, this is worth a 10 out of 10. A beautiful fragrance, perfectly suited for fall, winter, early spring, date nights, very sexy on date nights, going out, going to a restaurant, whatever you're doing. You can wear this in formal settings, to the office. Just don't spray too much, but you'll be fine. This is, yeah, just a must-have. Still, yeah, not a safe blind buy. Although these aren't that expensive, I would say go to the store, test it out on your own skin, and thank me later. Next up, we have Sospiro Basso. And actually, right now, I am wearing Sospiro Vibrato, which I have right there. And these two together, you can layer them together actually. They're completely different fragrances, but they are sort of in the similar scent profile, let's say. Together, they smell phenomenal. But okay, this one gets a rating of 4.2 out of 5, which is a high rating on Fragrantica because it's a pretty, let's say, critical website, like a lot of critical reviews and stuff. So a 4.2 is a high rating on Fragrantica. And in my opinion, this is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece with amazing performance, especially for a fresh fragrance. Vibrato as well. Like for, yeah, a lot of fresh fragrances last 6 to 8 hours if you're lucky, right? 8+ hours on a fresh fragrance is like, that doesn't really happen a lot, but this is a beast. It lasts 12+ hours on my skin. It has amazing performance. Sospiro has really high quality ingredients. Of course, they are a bit pricey. Let's say about 300 for a bottle, but you don't need to spray too much because like it projects. It's very long lasting. It sticks to clothing. It lasts forever. And this, yeah, this is just a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. This has that, let's say if you are familiar with the Terre d'Hermès DNA, it has a little bit of that DNA, but more refined, more sophisticated. This is a perfectly super versatile fragrance that you can wear in any occasion. This smells like a sophisticated gentleman. It has grapefruit, but not your typical grapefruit. So it has that citrusy freshness. It's a little bit fresh, spicy, and aromatic at the same time. It's woody. There's gaiac wood, sandalwood, cedar wood. It's a little bit earthy. There's vetiver. There's labdanum, which makes it a little bit ambery, leathery. There's a little bit of depth to it. There are some floral aspects. It's a little bit, let's say, with the spiciness from black pepper and pink pepper and nutmeg. It gives it a little bit of fresh spiciness, a little bit of warm spiciness, but it's mostly fresh. There's a little bit of greenness, but the citrusiness and the woodiness are very prominent and very sophisticated. You can wear this all year round in any occasion. This could be a signature scent. You can literally wear this to a date night, to a restaurant, to the club, going out to the gym, whatever you're doing, professional settings, any situation, 365 days a year. Perfect for spring and summer, but this cuts through the cold as well. You can, yeah, wear this as a dumb reach fragrance, let's say. I think it's a perfect 10 out of 10. Later tonight, now I'm wearing Vibrato. I will layer Basso over Vibrato because I just feel like it. I just did one spray on my hand and this is, it's phenomenal. So not a safe blind buy because it's pretty pricey. I would never recommend you to blind buy expensive fragrances. Get a sample, test it out on your own skin, and thank me later. This could be your next signature scent. By the way, do you know what's very cool? Every month I have over 120,000 returning viewers. So people that are coming back and watch my videos. I really appreciate it and think that's really cool. But it would be even cooler if you subscribe to my channel. That would be really amazing. Thank you very much and let's continue the video. Next up we have Parfums de Marly Carlisle. And yeah, I was wearing this yesterday actually. I was wearing Tony Omi Monkey Special. And later that night I was wearing Carlisle and I sprayed it. I came down and my girlfriend was immediately like, oh, what are you wearing? It smells so phenomenal. This is, in my opinion, still super underrated. This is one of the best, maybe the best Parfums de Marly out there. And it's a massive compliment getter. It's very dark and mysterious, sweet and sexy, everything at the same time. And this has a high rating as well, like 4.37 out of 5. In my opinion, a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. This is phenomenal. It has that sweet and warm spicy DNA. It has tonka bean, vanilla, and then with green apple, which makes it fruity and sweet, with patchouli, which makes it a little bit woody, earthy, but mostly also chocolatey. There's a little bit of a sweet chocolatey vibe. It's dark and mysterious at the same time, but fruity and sweet and uplifting at the same time. It's hard to like explain this fragrance. Yeah, it's warm, spicy. It has nutmeg and saffron, the tonka bean vanilla combination, the patchouli, the opoponax makes it a little bit balsamic. This whole combination. There's a touch of rose, which you actually barely detect. It's more for like a background support note. But this whole blend, phenomenal. And a beast. This is an older batch. It's a beast. It's really strong. It projects. Like a lot of people know, of course, Mancera Red Tobacco, which is a beast mode fragrance. Actually, they sort of, yeah, with Red Tobacco, they sort of grabbed this DNA and gave it their own little twist. It's not a clone, I must say, but like it's 70% the same. As well, Triumph of Bacchus right here is also 70% of this DNA, but also with a 30% twist. But this is such a sexy fragrance, a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, and you can wear this to a date night, I must say. It's super mass appealing and super dark and mysterious at the same time. And it smells very unique. So it's perfectly suited for fall and winter. I must say early spring as well. I heard people saying that it's really nice in the summer in the high heat. I haven't tried it yet, but I want to try this summer. So I will, come back in the summer and tell you about how Carlisle was in the high heat. It can happen, of course. Like sometimes fragrances, like Grishana Extra, for example, I have it right here, I think, a lot of people say, no, it's for fall and winter. No, if you wear that in the summer, your skin is going to warm up from the sun, you're going to sweat, and the fig shines. So it's possible that, for example, the green apple really shines with this fragrance. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Also, the osmanthus, I forgot to mention the osmanthus, gives it a little bit of apricot-like. So it has that fruitiness with the apple. It's really sexy. Wear this to a date night. It's dark and mysterious. It's alluring. It's sexy. I already said alluring. It's perfect, in my opinion, for a date night. It's a massive compliment getter. I think this is one of my most complimented Parfums de Marly fragrances, to be honest. Like, a lot of people always compliment me on this. I would say you can wear this to the office or to formal occasions. Of course, to a formal occasion, to a wedding, of course you can wear it. But to the office, I would say don't spray too much because it's a beast. Well, at least this older batch is really strong. Perfect for going out clubbing. Maybe not to the gym, but let's say, it's a masterpiece. Must have fragrance, not a safe blind buy though. When I decided to buy this, I didn't blind buy it. I bought 2 samples, one of Ocean, one of Carlisle. I loved Ocean instantly and I bought the bottle right after that. And I didn't really like Carlisle the first time. The second time I was trying it on skin, I was like, okay. It grew on me a little bit and I was like, And then I gave it a third wearing, like a full wearing. I went outside and I fell in love and I bought this bottle. As you can see, it's a tester bottle. I see in the ring light that it's already half empty. So I might need a backup bottle at some point. I bought it myself for 150 euros for a very good price. But this is a masterpiece. Not a safe blind buy, I must say. Go and buy a decant, test it out on your own skin. It's, in my opinion, underrated. Okay, it has a high rating of Fragrantica, but still not a lot of people are talking about it. I think still this is one of the best and one of the most underrated Parfums Marlies on the market. So check this one out and thank me later. Last but not least, we have Xerjoff Alexandria II, which is already a classic by now because this came out in 2012. So it's already on the market for 13 years. But this is a really challenging fragrance. It has a high rating, 4.24 out of 5. But this is not for everyone. It's a beast, I must say. It's a beast mode fragrance. I think this lasts for 16 plus hours, maybe even 20 plus hours. It's really strong. Yesterday I was wearing Tony Omi Monkey Special, which is a beast as well. I'm not sure which one is stronger. They're both really strong. Both are made by Chris Maurice, aka Christian Carbonell, which is a master perfumer, one of my favorite perfumers. I forgot to mention that Sospiro Basso, what I was talking about earlier, is made by Christian Provenzano. Those two are always like yeah, my favorite perfumers, and this is such a masterpiece. But it smells, let's say, weird. For me, it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. But let's say, I think for people, it's super challenging that they smell this for the first time. They're probably like confused because when I smelled it for the first time, I was like, whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting this after the hype. So it has a little bit of gasoline vibes, let's say. It is very woody. It has oud, it has palisander rosewood, it has sandalwood, it has cedarwood, it has different types of wood. So it's very woody, and it gives off a little bit of oud gasoline vibe, let's say. It has lavender, which is pretty prominent. There's a touch of green apple, a touch of rose, a touch of lily of the valley. Gives it a little bit depth. It is sweet. It's a little bit ambery. There's musk and vanilla and amber in the base as well. It's really hard to describe this fragrance, actually. It's pretty complex, but it smells phenomenal and it changes on skin. And the weird thing is, I thought literally my girlfriend won't like this because usually she doesn't like these types of fragrances, but she loves it. And she already worn it herself like 2 times. I just got the bottle in like, I don't know, a month ago or something. I always wanted it in my collection. Now I finally have it, so I'm super happy with it. But this is really good. And the funny thing is, I met Chris Maurice again. A lot of people know him as Christian Carbonell. I always call him Chris Maurice. But I met Chris 2 weeks ago in Milan. He invited me to the 100-year anniversary in Barcelona in May. So I hope if my girlfriend let me, I will go to Barcelona. That's super cool. But I told him, because he's Spanish, right? My girlfriend is half Spanish. I told him about my girlfriend really likes it and she wears it herself. And he said, yeah, my ex-wife also worn it herself and it smells phenomenal on her skin. He said Alexandria II is even better on a woman's skin. So I must say, this smells pretty masculine to my nose. It's still unisex. But when my girlfriend was wearing it, I thought yeah, okay. It's really good on her skin. It's like, I was like, we say perplexed. I was like, whoa, okay. I didn't expect that. But this is very challenging. It's not a safe blind buy. Try to sample this. And also, don't judge this on a paper tester strip. Don't judge this in the first 30 minutes. You have to give this a full wear. You have to spray this on. Go outside. This is more for fall, winter, when it's cold, let's say. So when you go outside, by the way, I heard people saying that they wear this in summer too. I wouldn't wear this in summer personally, but okay. Go outside, catch the wind, get the whiffs, and the magic happens like in the air as well. Like you have to fully wear this. So don't judge it in the first 30 minutes. Spray it on, go outside. Don't spray too much, it's a beast. I think this lasts for more than 20 hours, and especially on clothing for weeks. But 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Not for everyone, not a safe blind buy, but if you're into fragrances, you really need to check this one out. You need to at least sample this, because this is one of the most well-known, or not most hyped, let's say. It's not really hyped, but people that are really into fragrances, like the diehards in this community, always think this is a masterpiece fragrance, and I agree with them. By the way, the new one, the anniversary edition, is also very good. It's almost the same, but with a little twist. That's also really, really nice. But check this one out. Thank me later. Thanks again for watching. It would be really helpful if you like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel, of course. Let me know what you think of these fragrances. Do you own one of these? Have you smelled one of these? Some of these are already like old school fragrances, let's say. Parfums Carlisle from 2015, Alexandria II from 2012. So probably you already smelled it. Let me know what you think. Do you own one of these? Or maybe after the video you sampled them? And yeah, give me some feedback what you think. In my opinion, all are masterpieces. Or just let me know your scent of the day. I'm wearing right now Sospiro Vibrato. This morning, I had morning shift at work. I was wearing Nusuk Fawa Midnight. You already see that I made a nice dent. This is not yet released, but I can already tell you that it's a 95% clone of Parfums de Ojan, and it smells very similar to my old 2020 batch. So I will talk about this soon. Really nice. Yeah, so now after the video I will layer Vibrato with Basso actually, because I feel like it. Okay, in the meantime, I have a giveaway going on, by the way. It's Saturday right now. The video is launching on Saturday and the giveaway is still Monday evening. So go back to my YouTube short. You can participate and win a brand new inbox discontinued fragrance or Mugler Pure Malt. You can choose yourself. Or Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme Blue Electrique. It's very simple. Go back to the YouTube shorts, participate. Yeah, okay. Thanks again for watching. And oh, I forgot to mention, every day I post 2 YouTube shorts, 1 or 2 full videos every week. So 100% fragrance content. I post on Instagram, TikTok, Threads. I post everywhere. So thank me later and check out my community section as well. I give you discount codes. I give you new releases, upcoming stuff. I give you my scent of the day. And yeah, we can chat there as well. So you can also respond on the community section. Thanks again for watching for the 3rd time. You may overspray. Namaste. See you next week.